Hey guys, it's me Jason, and I'm back again, and I'm doing another tutorial. And this time I'm actually very excited because we are doing a tutorial for one of the most popular loomers on Instagram. And this is for, ta-da! Loom for Kaylee! Hooray! Oh my gosh, this is really exciting. You know, she sent this to me weeks ago, and I really feel sad because during the time it was sent to me, I was overwhelmed with the requests, and I actually had no clue about the best camera setup. So I took so long, and it was so hard because I had to gather stuff like borrow a tripod and stuff like that because I wasn't really ready. And like I said, I didn't know that you were gonna pay attention to me. So anyway, here is a tutorial for one of the nicest bracelets I think that I have ever made. The designer is Loom for Kaylee. She has an amazing account. There she is. And of course, all her bracelet designs are there. Really good. She's got a lot. One of my favorite bracelets is Homeward Bound, which I think is beautiful. Okay, so you better give her a follow. Loom for Kaylee is one of the most amazing Filipina bracelet designers, and the name of the bracelet we are making now is called HJEM or HJEM. It really depends. I think that she told me that this was supposed to be based on the name of her kid. So she's dedicating this to her kid. It's a very beautiful bracelet. I was pleasantly surprised when I completed it, and surprisingly, it's very easy to do. I think all of you are going to like this bracelet. It's very nice, so I won't bore you, and I know you're excited to make it, so let's get on with it, okay? By the way, my name is Jace Alvarez, for those who still don't know me, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, my name is Jace Alvarez, okay? For this tutorial, we will be using a different set, so many different kinds of bands, and for this particular set, I'm going to use bands from ILOVEHUESHOP. So you can just go follow them on Instagram, ILOVEHUESHOP, and you can get your bands from them. For this tutorial, we will be having a 5-bar pin setup, and with the configuration like an arrow, the middle being the lowest and then going upwards. Okay, so to start with, what we are going to do is we will be laying in the border bands, these gray bands that you see here. Okay, those gray ones will be represented by olive green. Olive green. And so what we'll do, okay, is to start at the bottom. We just have to lay it outwards like that. Okay, for me, I double the last bands because when I loop it in, I want it to be sturdy so they don't get tugged too much. So we will start by doing that. Okay, so you have the middle bands first. Okay, let me just put my iPad aside. Okay, sorry, my throat's still itchy from of that coughing I had. And then, of course, you continue outwards. Just continue outwards, and you will go all the way up. Okay, to the end of your loom. So I think most of you are already familiar with how to put border bands. So all you have to do is just keep continuing all the way up till that part where you feel like it's your wrist size. Okay, so just so you know, in case you're curious and you're still unsure on how long like your bracelet should be, for this particular design I counted 20 gaps. Okay, this one was 20 gaps, so it's the gaps are here from 1 2 3 4 5 6. I counted 20 and that's it. And for this one, I fell short. I feel like I should have made it like 24. Yeah, 24 gaps may have been better for me because it's a bit small. So even if I stretch it a bit, it's still a bit short. See? To 20, I think 24. I will try to make this 24 and this might fit me better. So we shall go all the way up to 24 gaps. Okay, so we can see if I'm doing it right. But if you have a smaller wrist like the most ladies would probably be, you might just need about 20, just that one that I made. But for a guy, mine is a bit bigger, so Okay, so I'll be laying all these border bands up, and then I'll show you how it ends before we continue on the next set. Okay, I'll see you in a few. So I'm back, and now we have already placed the border bands on both sides. So what we are going to do is we are going to close the end of the borders. All you have to do is to just put one band to that middle peg in the middle, and then close it with another one that goes the other end. It's that simple. Okay, but I just want to double it again because that's the way I do it. Okay, so if you don't want to double it, it's okay, it depends on you. But me, I want my bracelets sturdy. Okay, so we are now ready to lay the second part of our bands. Okay, the second part being, okay, the bands that go here. So you have two bands. Okay, one of them is the gold that you see under, and then the other one is the red one that you see. So the first one that you will do will be to put those gold bands and then the red one. So I will teach you which one you want to go under. So I like the accented ones to go out, the stronger ones to be crossing. So what we will do is I have maroon and I have gold. Okay, at the back it's actually reversible. If I forgot to tell all of you, it's reversible, and it actually looks completely different from the back. See, lovely, love it, love it, love it so much. Okay, it's there. So oopsie, sorry. So what's gonna happen now is that you got your two colors, which is the gold and the maroon, and you will want to alternate them as you put them on there. So actually, give me 1 second because I feel like changing my maroon to something else. Doesn't seem strong enough. I think I'm gonna be going with a neon orange. Neon orange, so you can see it better for the sake of you appreciating how it looks. Otherwise you won't be able to see the difference. Okay, so the first band that you will be placing will be the ones that go inside those gold ones. The gold one will be played by the maroon, the neon orange. Okay, and as a reminder, it has to be very stretchable. So if you did not prepare stretchable bands for this particular one, you better make sure you change it. Okay, because that band is going to be stretched from here to the, okay, so from the fourth peg at the bottom, it crosses all the way up to the second. You skip the first one, go there. Okay, you repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay, second band going out. Now you can put the band that crosses it, which goes here, bottom there to the right. Okay, and then the other one goes that way too. There, doesn't matter which side you make first, it's the same method. So clear? Yeah, that's why I picked those colors so you can see better. Then you continue on with the second peg, then peg right after it. Then you put it the same way across, then you cross it with your gold again. Do the same on the other side, and then you put your gold again. Ta-da! Okay, see, and then you get your neon again, put it there across, and then you get the next band that crosses it from the diagonal. So you're basically creating excess ish. Okay, so there, and then this one goes there. Okay, that's pretty easy. So you go all the way up to the end of your loom. okay? And then I will be back in a few. See ya. Hi guys, so I'm back, and I'm back now to show you how we ended. So we've placed all those bands, okay, diagonal bands, and in the end all you need to do is to just put one across there and then just end there with the gold. Don't worry about the 3 pegs, okay? Just end where it ends on the last 2, and then we will go back down to the beginning, okay? And then we are going to lay the middle bands, okay? And we shall be using a nice set of Persian bands from I Love You Shop. Ta-da! And I will be using 6 of them. Ta-da! Okay, so, oops, sorry, pardon my arm. We are going to start with the first set of colors, and you will get 4 of those. You need 4 of these bands. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is to put bands on the left diagonal going up to the center, just like that. Okay, and then you do another one from the other side going in, and then going up, and then going up outside again. So they're just really like this. Okay, very clear. Just form X's all the way up your loom. So you can go to the next color, get another 4 of your next color, and you're going to go in again. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Go in, and then your next color, go in again from the bottom, and then the next color you go out, and then the next color you go in, out, sorry. Okay, and then you get your next color, your next 4 bands. It's pink for me now, so I will use it. Go there, inside, in the middle, X again, and do that, then continue out again, and then put my last one. So let's make this whole color set for you, and then I can go off camera and continue. The next color is violet, and I will go in again from that point, from that peg, go in, then from here I go in again, and the middle I go out to the left, and from the middle I go out to the right. Those are your X's. Go to my 5th color, which is sky blue. Go into the middle from the bottom, go in the middle from the bottom right. You go out to the left from the middle, you go out from the middle to the right. Okay, and one last color is dark blue. Then I go up, bottom left going to the middle, bottom right going to the middle, middle going up to the left, top left, and middle going to the top right. So basically that's it. Okay, just go all the way up in the rest of your loom, and I'll be right back in a few. And we're back, and we've finally laid all the middle bands. Okay, all the way up to here. I am purposely stopped here because I just wanted to show you that you finish your X here. I finished with the blue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my next color and simply connect it to the end with that 2 yellows, because that's my next color. Just so that I'm continuing with my pattern, and you're done. So we're now ready to turn the loom around. Oh yeah, how exciting. Okay, hold on, let me just, there you go. Okay, so this is the beginning of my loom, and what we will do now is we are going to put cap bands. So to do that, all you have to do is to get cap bands, and I'm going to use 2. 1 second, I think I got the wrong band. Okay, since my perimeter band is olive green, I am getting 2 olive greens. Okay, and these olive greens I will use as my cap band. Do it on my hook, just like so, and then place it here. Okay, I'm sure most of you already know how to make a cap band, and we will now start the looping process. Okay, so everybody pay attention. Here we go. For the first step, we are going to get these two bands and loop them out to themselves. Okay, so you go in your cap band, and then you loop that out to itself, and then you get the next one. Okay, and you loop it out to itself also. That easy, nothing complicated. Okay, then after that, you're going to loop the side bands, sorry, the bottom bands rather, these bottom bands, and so you're going to go in the cap band again and grab those bands under and loop it out to the side. Okay, what's nice about the looping for this one is that it goes all up, there's no going back for the perimeter. So then you get the other one and you loop it out sideways. Don't get confused if you see two bands. Okay, I just do that because I want my ends to be sturdy, so that's just me. So it depends on what your purpose is and how you want your bands to be sturdy. So you have to do is to just do that. Okay, now we go to the two pins here, and you get these two and loop them out to themselves again. Okay, so get that. Oops, it's popping out. Okay, you get that, and then you just loop it up to itself, and then you get the other one and loop it up to itself. Okay, then next one is you will get the orange bands, those orange bands that you see right here. So you go back to those bands, the ones which I said should be stretchy, and you will be tugging it and pulling it back to itself as well. Same on the other side, back to itself. Okay, there, very easy, right? So you should not get confused. After that, you will go back to your perimeter and get the one at the bottom and bring it back to itself. Get the one at the bottom, bring it back to itself. And then the last one is this gold band right here. Okay, you will get that and bring it up to itself like that, and bring it back to itself. Okay, so that's just for the beginning, and now we will teach you the pattern. So pay attention, because this is how it's gonna go. Okay, step one, you go into the middle. This is always your step one. Go into the middle, get that, bring it back to itself. Those two bands, bring them back to themselves. Okay, step two, you go back to where you just loop and get those bands on top, and then loop it back to itself. Let me just fix it, it's twisted. Loop it back to itself. It's twisted, I hate it. Okay, sorry. And then get the other side and loop it back to itself. Okay, that is step two. So that's step one. Sorry, step one is here, going out. So where you went, that is step two, going in. And then now step three is that you go back at the back, and you see these diagonal ones. You go and loop it up back to itself. Diagonal ones, loop it back to itself. Okay, and then you go back there again, then loop the perimeter. See, very easy to remember. Oops, sorry, off center. Go back there, loop the perimeter up, and then you go back to where the gold band is, which is here in the middle. and then you loop it out. That's your last step. Ta-da! Okay, one more, because I'm sure some of you are still getting a little bit confused, because in the beginning it really is. Then when you get used to it, you'll be surprised. It's actually very easy. Step 1, middle peg. Okay, middle peg. Step 1, loop it out. Loop them back to themselves. Step 1, loop them back to themselves. Step 2, you go back to where you just looped and loop the one there. The one that's there. Oops. That purple one. Loop it back to itself. Step 2, that's step 2. Loop it back to itself. Step 3, you go to this orange band. Just loop it up to itself. And then step 4, you get the perimeter band, loop it up. And step 5, you get the gold. Loop it out. But you have to repeat it here, okay? So don't forget. Step 3. Oops. Step 4 is the perimeter. Step 5 is the gold. One more time, just to be sure, okay? Step 1 is the middle. You loop those two bands up to themselves. Get that. Step 1. Step 2, you loop those bands where you just put your purples on. Put it up to itself. Let me just straighten this out. Okay, and then get the other side, loop it up to itself. Step 3, you go to the side, and then you get that orange band, loop it up. Same with the other side. Step 4, you get your perimeter. Perimeter. Ooh, tight. Yikes. And then step 5, you get the gold. Okay, it's that easy. So, did you get that? Okay, just one last time. One more. Okay, and then I will go off camera because this is going to be a very long video if I continue this. Go in the middle. Step 1. Move that out. Step 2, you go back to where you just looped and loop out those bands to the middle. Just bring everything back on it to its home post. Loop that. Step 3, you go out to the diagonal band. Okay. Step 4, you just do the perimeter. Just go up. And step 5, you get the gold band. Okay, so I will go off camera now, and if you are still confused, you can just rewind, and I will see you in a few. So, we're back, and we're now ready to end our bracelet. Yes! Finally! I'm actually very excited because I like it. So anyway, towards the last, this is the last peg that's going to be left after you loop your entire sequence. So what you do is you just go inside the middle. I'm actually rushing because I can see my digicams already starting to go low back. It's at the last bar. So pardon me if I'm gonna go high speed. Okay, so you just loop out those last two. Okay, and then with what's remaining of your border bands, you go here towards the end. That's what's remaining of it anyway. You just loop it up, and then you loop up also the last remaining there. Okay, loop it there. Then you go to the other side and do the same. Sorry, I still have a cough. And the last two. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to get my C-clip now, and we are now ready to lock the bracelet. Gosh, I'm so excited because this bracelet is really nice. Feel so lucky that Loom for Kaylee gave this to me, and that it's a bracelet dedicated to her kid. So I feel really honored because I dropped my C-clip. So I'm gonna get another one. Rar. Very good, Jason. Very good. Okay. So as you know, my style is I put the two bands already on the C-clip. Okay. Put it there. And then you just go inside this band. Okay. And then you hook the C-clip. Sorry, the band. And then you pull it up and hook the C-clip on those two. Sorry, that's a bad one. It's really dry. So there. So you got it locked already. So what we will do now is to pop everything else, the rest of it, out of the board. So what you do is you just do this. Do what I'm doing. Very carefully because you don't want to break any bands. Okay. Oh my god, sorry, it's so itchy. Okay. So I'll try to do this as fast as I can. And we're already done with this particular design. I'm so excited to show it to you because it's really nice. I hope that Loom for Kaylee will think that I did a good job with the tutorial, because I know this bracelet is special for her, and I know that she has a giveaway coming up for this particular bracelet. So I actually am very excited because I know that you guys will go over to the channel and watch it. I know I will join that giveaway. I actually want to thank Loom for Kaylee because I got into the top 3 of her last giveaway, and I was nominated beside Loomy Mommy, Loomy rather, and Lauren Loomy, yeah, Lauren Loomy. So that itself is such a huge honor. I think that being in the company of all of you guys is amazing. All of you are super nice, super supportive, and that's how we should do it. I believe that we should all support each other, and I would like to call the attention of all of those so-called haters to please stop it already. Don't spread negativity. And you know, the looming world is not huge, and it's not good to spread negativity. It's not healthy, not just for the people you are attacking, but also for yourself. You know, at the end of the day, when you get older, it's still important to have lived to be a very good person. I know I sound corny and like, oh, dad, please quiet, okay, you know, but you will know what I'm talking about someday, and you will be happy that I shared it because it means a lot. Okay, so we are almost at the end of the bracelet, and I'm excited, and I can see it's looking good. Okay, look at that color scheme, yummy. It looks like candy. Okay. Wow. I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. So glad I did nice color scheme. You know, lately I've been daring myself to do colorful ones, and this is one of them, and I think I've finally gotten it off. Yes, 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 yes. And I am so proud because it looks nice. I think that's just a few stretches. We can balance off the bands. Yeah. Okay. And I think you can tell from the popping colors that I used that it looks very neat. That is a neat bracelet. I'm so sorry. My throat is really itchy. Okay. So as you can see, it's very nice. You just have to kind of tug just to make it balanced, because sometimes, of course, due to the tension of certain parts, You know, there are parts that tend to be skinnier than the other, so you just have to find your way and just do it. Okay, so I guess you can tell it's a very pretty bracelet. I'm very happy and I'm very thankful for Loom for Kaylee for giving this bracelet tutorial to me. This is the HJEM bracelet, or the HJEM bracelet, and it's named after her kid. So I am sure that it's a special bracelet for her, and I hope that you join her giveaway. Sorry, I'm trying to remove the the twisting, me and my OCness. Okay, let's not waste time. Okay, so this is the HGEM bracelet. So please give it a try because I like it. I like it a lot. It's very nice, I think. Don't you think so? Very nice. So there, that is the HGEM bracelet by Loom for Kaylee. So follow her on Instagram. Follow me. My name is Jace Alvarez, your resident Lex tutor. Of course, Jace Alvarez on Instagram, and of course, I Love You shop, where you can get the bracelets, oh, the bands, and these bands are wonderful, and I think that you will enjoy. So I'll see you next time, and let me know if you need anything. Bye.